In this section, we are going to be looking at solving equations with variables on both sides. So the question becomes, how do we do that? Well, it's not a whole lot different from the steps that we have for solving multi-step equations, except we're going to add one more step. The step that we need to add is that we need to get all the variables to the same side. Get all variables to one side. And it doesn't matter which side we get them to, we just need to get them all to one side. So we're going to go through some examples looking at how to do that. So the first one, 7 minus 8x equals 4x minus 17. There we have x's on both the left side of the equal sign and on the right hand side of the equal sign. So we need to get them all to the same side. And it doesn't really matter which side you pick. I am always going to pick the variable that it has the smaller coefficient. So I have 4x and I have negative 8x. The negative 8x is the smaller one, so I'm going to move that to the other side of this equation. And to get rid of the minus 8x, we add 8x. So we have 12x minus 17 equals 7. Now it's a two-step equation. We get rid of our subtraction. 24 equals 12x. Divide by 12. X is equal to 2. In the second one, 20 plus 1c equals 4c minus 7. Which c is smaller? The 1c. Let's move the 1c over. Let's get all of the c's to the right-hand side. So 4c take away 1c is 3c. Those are gone. We have 20 equals 3c minus 7. We're adding 7 to both sides. 3c is 27. Finally, we divide by 3, and c is equal to 9. Now this last one, I'm going to do it two different ways. First way is the way that I would do it. The second way is the way someone else might do it. And both of them are right, but I want to show both. So I would start by getting all of my m's to the right side. I'm going to move the minus 3m by adding it to both sides. Negative 3m plus 3m is 0m. On the right-hand side now I have 8m equals 24. Divide by 8. M is equal to 3. Now that's one way to solve it. I'm going to show you one more way. I might have chosen to start by subtracting 5m. Let's say I like my variables on the left side. There's nothing wrong with that. But now you have to be a little bit careful. 5m minus 5m is 0 on the right. On the left we have 24 minus 8m. Now to get rid of the 24, we subtract 24, leaving us with negative 8m equals negative 24. And right here is why I always move the smaller amount of the variable, because by moving the larger term, the 5m, I ended up with a negative variable, and when I divide, I just have to be a little bit more careful. There's nothing wrong with this, but now I have to divide by negative 8. I can't lose track of this negative, and we get m equals 3 this way also. Two last examples, and these are a little bit bigger yet. We have to distribute now. We have to distribute. We have to get our like terms combined. Then we have to get all the variables to the same side and get that variable alone. So we start by distributing. 2 times 3z is 6z. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. The 5z minus 2 stays there. Now we get everything to the same side. I'm going to subtract 5z. We have negative 2 equals z, 1z, minus 8. Add 8 to both sides. 1z is equal to 6. Done. The right-hand one we distribute again. We're taking the 1/4 and multiplying it in. So 1/4 times 16 is 4, and then the times x. And 1/4 times 60 is 15. and the left-hand side stays the same. And now we go through the solving process. We need to get all of the x's to the same side. The 4x is the smaller one. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. 5x minus 5 equals 15. Add 5 to both sides. 5x is equal to 20. Divide by 5. X is equal to 4. So there's really nothing new that we're doing today. The problems are just a little bit bigger, and we have to get all of the x's together before we can isolate them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we stop for today.